Welcome to the Comic Capital. My name is Charles, and this is
Casey.
And today is the beginning of a new era for us. Insert clap emoji. Woo.
Woo.
Today, the release of this podcast, there will be an eclipse. You're welcome, mortals.
It's not the end of the world, people. Just realize that.
It's the end of the world. The rulers have come. Us. We are back. Season 2, Episode 1, the start of a new chapter. Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Nope, just welcome. We have decided to end all relationships with our previous entries for the Injustice series. We are cutting it off after 3 comics, 3 volumes.
It was a big comic, like, for being a small series, and it was just getting uninteresting. That, and we waited too long to go ahead on it.
But we are here. We're back. I'm stronger than ever. Casey's still weak.
I've got him beat by 10 million.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Exactly. But we're here today just to bring you back to our first episode of the second season. We're here to kind of enlighten you on what's been happening, what's going to happen, things that we may have done in the past that we want to talk about now, or anything else that we kind of just want to throw out there. And so I'll get the ball rolling. As you have seen, we have updated our pictures. We have updated our banners. We are going to start to try to be more consistent with uploading. So we're going to start uploading to YouTube videos of our podcast, Let's Plays, upload to our personal channels. Go ahead, Casey, tell them what our channels are.
Mine is Red Arachnid 217. It's basically a play off Spider-Man. And then Charles's YouTube is XX Mr. Cuddles XX.
But I'm more so meant tell them where they can find the Comic Capital.
Oh, in the Comic Capital. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we are on X, Instagram, and Facebook, and Spotify.
We're also on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts.
We also have a Patreon.
But just keep an eye out on our social medias. We're going to post updates. We are going to have polls. We're going to try to be more involved with our community. We want this to be a safe place for all of us nerds to get together and talk.
Yay!
God, you're not helping at all. I thought I could start this off with a good segment, and it's gonna be right after this podcast come out. There's gonna be a poll, maybe a poll. I don't know. There's gonna be something on our feeds to get you guys interacted. But I'm gonna ask you, Casey. I have a question for you, Casey. Before this podcast rolls out, I'm pretty sure it will be on our social media to get some interaction with the audience. But I'm gonna ask you first. What is your go-to 10 out of 10 best Saturday morning cartoon?
Saturday morning cartoon, I would have to say, can this be an Adult Swim, like Saturday night kind of thing?
Nope, Saturday morning cartoon.
Has to be Saturday morning cartoon. Back in the day, it was TMNT. That's what I was watching.
Well,
and when I would miss it,
the correct answer is obviously Jackie Chan Adventures.
You're not wrong.
Or I would even have given you
Shaolin Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown.
There we go.
Give you Shadow or Mega Man Battle Network.
Okay, yeah. Battle Network was also something I watched.
Or Static Shock. Maybe not Static Shock.
Yeah, I didn't really care much for it when I was younger.
I liked it. It
was good.
I think now in hindsight, I think I've tried to rewatch it. I was like, it's not as good as I remember.
It's kind of corny.
I mean, they hit a lot of pretty big subject matter.
Oh, yeah.
They talked about school shootings and stuff and drugs.
They had school shootings, racism, drugs, abuse, and all that.
Wait a minute. Not in my cartoons.
Yeah. That was real for a show.
We're also here to talk about what we have in store for the future, what our plans are, and what we've been doing and what we have done in the past. So I think we should start with the past. We're just going to say we finished out the chapter of injustice in our life, and then we had a lot happening in our lives, and we didn't have time to get back to the podcast, but we're trying to reinvent everything now. But moving forward, we're going to try to be more proactive, more better in general. We want to really push this podcast and whole branding forward. We're going to start posting YouTube videos. We're going to start releasing the podcast on YouTube, well, with video attachments on it. We're gonna start recording other kinds of content for our YouTube. We have multiple different YouTubes for different things if we plan on doing it. Can't really go into detail right now about what all we're planning, but there's some stuff in the works.
There will be no tears in this kingdom anymore.
Casey's still salty about Tears of the Kingdom.
I am. Can't bring
10 out
myself
of
to
10
play
game.
it right
Don't
now.
know why he's mad.
It's a great game. I just can't play it right now.
He says he's bad at the game. With all that being said, some of the things that we did do in our hiatus gone is, personally, I have been reading comics on my own personal time. I've been going through some omnibuses and some volumes of older comics. I read Watchmen, Blackest Night. I've read like the first 6 or 7 volumes of Fables. A lot of Green Lantern stuff. The Death and Reign of Superman. Ooh.
I haven't read comic books, but I've been playing comic related games and watching like comic book shows.
Yeah, but I feel like those aren't the same thing.
Yeah, I know. It's just different things.
I mean, I watched Peacemaker. I watched Doom Patrol. I
finished...
finally watched The Boys and Gen V.
Yeah, I was about to say I finished those.
Oh, speaking of, did you watch Gen V?
Yes, and yeah, I heard about this the other day as well.
Yes. One of the actors from Gen V died, and Gen V is now on a indefinite hiatus, so we don't know if it will be coming back.
Good actor.
You know what else he was in?
I don't remember.
No. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's right, the Sabrina remake. That's where I remember.
He played Ambrose, the cousin.
Yeah.
Also, some of the movies that we've watched were like Blue Beetle. I know we both watched Blue Beetle.
We watched Blue Beetle, Dungeons and Dragons. We watched that together.
Yeah, but I'm trying more comic related.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, don't clap at me, but I stopped watching Marvel movies. I probably watched Justice League. I watched just Snyder Cut.
You're just asking for trouble with that one.
How? It was okay. It was 5 hours long, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was about to say it's 5 hours. I watched it in 2 days.
I did not. I watched it in one sitting. I made sure I had a whole day clear, and I just was like, let me get water, some snacks, and let me watch this. And I remember halfway through the movie, I started getting a headache, and I was like, I need to stop, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to finish this movie out.
Right. I went through the Batman, and that was like 4.5 hours long. I went through a whole day with that.
The Batman?
The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
There's some way that movie's 4 hours long.
It was like 4 hours long. It was just about anyway.
It's 3 hours long.
It was just about 4 hours. It was 3:40 something.
It is 2 hours and 55 minutes long.
Oh, wow. What did I... I watched something that was 4 hours.
Anyway, we have some potential live streams planned for our Twitch. Co-host here is so scared of Twitch now, but he'll have to get over that.
Not scared of Twitch.
We have some plans for our YouTube going forward. We're planning on putting out some comic related content, some co-op video games between us, just having fun, relaxing,
Nothing too
yelling at each other, getting mad.
Would never.
That's Casey's default emotion, is just anger. You heard how I got quiet. That's how you know it's true.
Oh, it wasn't anger. More of a jealousy.
Pure anger, just rage building up.
I can control it, okay. Really good stuff planned.
To keep you guys in the loop of everything we've been doing, we've just been, since we have not been doing the Comic Capital, we've been just kind of living life, going to work, doing the average thing. Casey's been playing Master Duel. He plays Ignites. If you want to flame him in the comments for it, please do it.
Infernoble Knights, sir.
It's the same thing. It's just fire monsters with swords. Anyway, if you want to flame him in the comments... No. If you want to flame him in the comments, go for it.
We did play Spider-Man 2. That was good.
It was alright.
Ready for DLC for it. Then that's about it, other than work and trying to get this back up. Not much going on. You have anything to add, Charles?
Gotta see how long I can stay quiet before you want to get me to talk. I'll say it just so I know what we're talking about. So number one, we plan on doing a live stream. Maybe a couple weeks from now. It could be a month from now. We're not too sure. It just kind of depends on when everything lines up.
And that's after we had posted this video, or this episode, sorry.
Well, that's what I mean, a couple weeks from now, when this video is going up. We're going to be doing a live stream where we will be talking more about the comic capital as a whole, and not just me and Casey, but what the comic capital means to us and what it actually is and things of that nature. We will also be, hopefully by that time, debuting something pretty cool that we've been working on. We've been working on. And we also have, well, I have plans that hopefully we can start doing a Dungeons and Dragons-esque game for the comic capital. It's gonna be superhero based, and hopefully that goes well. We have games planning that we're gonna release for you guys. We have plans for our personal channels. We have plans for the comic capital. I have a plan. I'll tell you after the podcast about it. I've never talked to you about this plan, actually. It's really funny, but yeah, it's just been crazy. Basically, what, half a year?
About a year and a half.
It has not been a year and a half.
It was February last year that we started.
But that's not when we ended, because we would have ended in July-ish or June-ish.
It was about July, because Tears came out in April.
Tears came out in May.
And it came out in May.
So it's been about it's been about 6 months. Yeah, you don't love me. It's okay. But anyway, so yeah, we have some streams. We have some other things planned. Okay, on the podcast, we're gonna do this right now. Casey, I just want to say you have been promoted. You are one of now my elite employees.
Really?
You are now the manager of the social media. Congrats.
Thank you.
There are no added benefits. You don't get any added pay. You don't get any health insurance.
There's no bonuses. This is a project that we care about and work for. We're a family, like the
you know,
like other
see, guys,
companies
this is
say.
what I'm dealing with. He doesn't even think that we're a family or anything. It's kind
I
of
do
up.
think we're a family.
You know, whenever we're not recording, he tells me he loves me and stuff. But the moment we're on camera, we're not a family.
We are a family. It's just companies that say that occasionally just want to do unethical things, and that's not us.
We can do unethical things. Yes,
no, I'm not talking about. Anyhow, thank you for the promotion. I gladly accept.
So Casey will most likely be running most of our social media stuff. If you ever want to get in contact with him, reach out through our social media pages. If there's anything you want to know, any questions, or he will answer you as fast as he can. We do have our own lives we still have to live, but you know, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always ask on our socials. I'll go on there sometimes.
I've got the messages most of the time, like coming through my phone if I get any messages. So,
but with all that being said, we hope that you'll join us on this journey. We're sorry that we eclipsed the sun. We are just coming to the prime universe, you know, where all of the magic happens. Sorry for the sun.
So we're the cause of the eclipse?
Oh yeah, dude. How do you think the comic capital travels between multiverses?
We blow the sun out?
No, we don't blow the sun out. What are we? Star sexual deviants? No.
Hold up. Can I be?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know how they say when the eclipse happens, it's the sign of the end, and the end is us coming here because your world's about to get destroyed. Sorry, guys.
That sounded so wrong, but so cool at the same time.
You know, just know that the comic capital is back, and whatever happens for going forward into the future, we are happy that you're here to join us on our journey.
Other than thank you for...
You're not happy that they're here? Okay.
Oh, no, I'm happy they're here.
No, that's too late.
I just didn't have anything to add specifically.
But, like I said, this is just a recap episode. We're going to keep it pretty short, pretty light, pretty sweet. With all this being said, we will do a final shout out to some of the people that we have lost over this past couple of months, starting with everyone's favorite manga artist, Akira Toriyama. He recently passed away, and I'm very sad to hear about this.
It is a travesty. I don't even.
It was a sad thing to happen. We also are going to mention that Matt Pat has left YouTube, and I was not as big of a Matt Pat follower, but I know Casey was, so we're going to give that a shout out as well.
I hope he enjoys.
And then one of the, I hope so too. I think everyone deserves a good life. Well, for the most part, but some people. And our final one is we hope that everybody at Rooster Teeth is doing good. Everybody that has been affected by Rooster Teeth closing down, I hope that they are able to figure it out and do what they want to do in their lives.
And I hope the ones that were there find a job as fast as possible.
With all of that out of the way, we will see you guys in Season 2, Episode 2, Rise of the Midnight Suns. And it's been your host, Charles, and
Casey.
And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.